Are you a hockey fan? Love collecting memorabilia from your favorite players and teams? Then it's time to join 506 Breaks. Every week, we bring you exciting events packed with signed jerseys, pucks, picks, high-end cards, and more. From Montreal Monday to Toronto Tuesday, or the new Rising Stars event, there's always something for everyone. And for just $5, you can score big in our $5 Headliners event. Feeling lucky? Don't miss our fan favorite, Sunday Fun Day, every Sunday evening. All of this run by the man behind the magic, Stu, the place to be for hockey collectors. Join the 506 Breaks community today, where every event is a winning shot.
Always something.
There's always something.
Always something. Hey guys, could one of you pass me that steak knife?
A lot of food-related injuries.
Yeah.
Did you see? Was it S2? However you say it, Rantanen. It was officially said he was going to miss some time because of a barbecue accident.
I did see that.
I thought of him. I thought of him yesterday. I packaged my barbecue all up for the season, and it's under wraps. Yeah, nobody got hurt.
It reminds me of I think it was like 2006 or 7. Joe Sakic missed a whole bunch of the season because he broke his finger in a snowblower.
I forgot about
remember
that.
He missed like a few months because he was trying to snowblow his driveway.
I forgot all about that, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Wow.
Hughes, Luosterainen, and a couple guys going down. I thought we could dive right into it first here. The NHL goon that is Mikko Rantanen. I always said that's why they got to get rid of him. Guy's a dirty player. Big history with Department of Player Safety.
I mean,
have you seen the hits? Has everyone seen the hits that he's made?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. Okay. So what's the thoughts on the first one?
So my thoughts on the first one might be unpopular to some, but I honestly viewed it as Tanger has played way more than he can attest to this more, but sometimes you're making a decision, including a bad one, in 0.2 seconds. And I viewed that one as both going in and he made a bad decision. It's still on him for making that decision, but I didn't view it as he was going in with the intention of I'm hitting him, but then when the opportunity presented itself, he guided him in. You know what I mean? But it's one of those deals where like 2 seconds ago, he's not even thinking about it. Is how I kind of viewed the hit, and it was just kind of something in the... But that said, you have to consider, Jay, you've seen a lot of Rantanen. Is he not someone who always, like, I've never considered him dirty, but not dirty? Like, he plays on the edge? Like, he's playing hard all the time?
I would have to disagree. I feel like he just flew under the radar.
As being dirty?
Well, no. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I can't think of any like examples where it was like, like what's he doing or whatever. Like the one that comes to mind that I can think of is it was a couple years ago. It was Makar on Jared McCann. And it was like the play was blown dead, but he didn't realize. So he went to go in for a hit, and McCann wasn't ready. He hit him right on the numbers.
Yeah,
right against the boards. And like McCann wasn't ready for it at all. I think it was more of a miscommunication or misunderstanding than anything. But nothing like that with Rantanen. My only thought with the first one is that he kind of got pushed. Like before he goes into Romanov, he's kind of off balance. And then I think it's kind of, if you look at it at full speed, I feel like you got to look at the stuff at full speed. I feel like he's going forwards and he's trying to reach out to maybe balance himself or whatever. And he just comes right into Romanoff, jams him right into the boards. Did anyone else notice that?
The thing with, I think plays like that is, like you said, things are happening so fast. Both of those guys are flying and going to pick up pucks, and one little misstep by either of them makes it kind of look like an awful play. And it is a penalty. I think everything was handled right league-wise and penalty-wise and all that stuff. But just with the speed of everything and how fast it happens, like Tyson said, one little decision-making mistake or one little skating mistake or one little contact mistake and somebody gets hurt pretty bad.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the way that one looked to me. I mean, like I say, I like to watch this stuff at full speed and it gives you a better idea. You watch it in slow-mo and they'll just show you the same slowed down 10 seconds of him going like this. And they're like, oh yeah, he shoved him into the boards. And it's like, if you watch like that's a small chunk of the whole thing that led up to that.
I agree with that. I would even add, like, not only in real speed, but if I could see like a full 5-second clip at least, that'd be great.
Yeah, exactly. And you'll see there's contact. I forget the Dallas guy that was kind of hit him and knocked him off balance. But I don't know. Some would argue that you got to be aware of that stuff. But, that was kind of like, I understand why they had to look into it for sure. And Gary, did you think, what do you think? You think he was just like being completely dirty, or did he like kind of fall into him, or what?
I'd say the same thing. He got off balance, put his hands up to protect himself, and ran straight in the back. Though I'm curious with the second one, though, if the refs looked at it after and felt like maybe they should have done more and tried to make up for it.
A little bit of game management. Yeah. And I saw it today too, just on the Romanoff hit. He's out like a long time. I think I saw 6 to 8 months.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It was bad.
Yeah. It's brutal. So, and then you're like, wow.
Yeah.
What a thing for him to get involved in. That's so out of character. We'll see what comes out of it, but freak kind of thing. So what does he do the next game?
He did his best to commit an act of murder.
There's nobody 2 miles behind him. He just skates in, sees Coronado's numbers the whole way.
Yep.
With distance between the boards.
Oh, yeah.
Drives him into the boards. It's like, okay, dude, I got nothing for you this time.
There's no out on that one. No, there's no out on
that one. You could say Coronado did like pull up and stop and turn.
I tried. I tried to look into that angle, and I watched again at kind of full speed, and like, yeah, okay, like he's like knowing that Rantanen doesn't have a history. I don't think he's charging him so he can drive him into the boards. But I do think it's kind of like he's going full speed. Yeah, Coronado surprises him a little bit, but he still just continues on.
Oh, yeah.
And just like right on the numbers, shoves him into the boards. And like, I just, that one, I have a hard time understanding what he was thinking there. It's almost like maybe that wasn't your intention, but what do we learn about, guys being off the boards like that and trying to protect them, right? Like we talk about that stuff all the time. So it didn't look real good. So he's got an automatic suspension now, and then we'll see what comes of it.
So with the automatic suspension, what next? Like he gets 1 game minimum. Will there be a hearing as to whether or not they're adding more, or that's enough? Or
I believe there is. I think it's.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what the protocol is there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's gonna have a hearing though, but I don't know the full rules around it. But I'm sure we'll hear about it tomorrow, it being Monday. So
yeah, I'm going to see if I can find out why is there.
But yeah, it's couldn't believe it. I was like, this guy, he cannot stay out of the headlines. He goes for years. He spent like 10 years in Colorado, just scoring goals. He was probably everybody's like underrated, offensive
just
guy.
Put that Dallas jersey on. Turns into Miko Hatcher.
Did you see the clip of I guess Chris Pronger was on the panel, and they caught him while they're basically at the desk while the game's going on. They're listening to the broadcast, and the play-by-play guy says something about it was very Pronger-esque. He's like taking notes, and he's like, "What?" Just catches a stray.
So I'm curious to hear what I have an answer to our question here, but I'm curious to hear what you think of Patrick Waugh's reaction to had some words for Rantanen that Rantanen supposedly didn't hear, but I do got some stuff here for you. If it's an accumulation of boarding / checking from behind majors or minors in other games, and the rule states automatic suspension because of an accumulation, and this is what this was. There doesn't necessarily have to be a hearing because the rule book just imposed itself, and that is why there's a suspension. However, the NHL is allowed to review it because it is a reviewable call, and they'll either uphold the suspension, which is what happens more often, or there'll be additional discipline added on.
And it's multiple infractions over 41 games.
Yeah, and he had 2 in a row.
Not over 2.
Over 2 consecutive games.
So that's not a good look.
So that's interesting then, because if it's an automatic 1-game suspension, then does that mean there's nothing more to come of it? Like that's
there might not be unless player safety
steps in.
So player safety might also step in and review it and be like, "Hey, this could be a 5-game." Do you know what I mean? Like it's well, let's say, Jay, nobody got hurt. The automatic suspension is what's needed. So like it's giving me examples here. Like if it was an automatic suspension for abuse of officials, the suspension is itself the punishment. If it's an automatic suspension for Rule 70, which is leaving the bench, the suspension itself is the punishment. But when it's repeated calls, they are also, especially game misconducts, they are reviewable plays that player safety might also review. So just because he got an automatic suspension doesn't mean player safety's done with him. Yeah.
Okay. You don't see that one all the time, but now that's...
You don't? Honestly, I don't remember the last time I saw like an accumulation one like that, but it's not in 2 games anyway.
So that's 4 teams. That's 4 cities he's going to be relentlessly booed in now.
Yep.
Colorado, Carolina, because he just left. And now Long Island and Calgary.
And I thought Patrick Waugh's head was going to pop right off his shoulders.
Yeah. Fired up Patrick
seen him
Waugh,
like that in a long time.
Yeah, fired up Patrick Waugh is great for the NHL. But what he said, though, from what I understand, a little more questionable. I think the quote was like, "You won't make it out of next game" or something like that.
Something like that.
You won't walk out.
You won't walk out or something
I do think if you're a team bringing Patrick Waugh in, though, you know what you're going to get if something like this happens. Like he
100%
kind of has a track record of saying some crazy things, or just being a competitor too. Like, I mean, he just is a true competitor, and he gets caught up in the moment. But I think, teams bring him in knowing that he's going to be that guy. So,
100%.
And I weirdly appreciate it because he cares about his players and he's mad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Fired up Patrick Waugh is just better for the league because the guy, man, I remember his very first game. He comes in to save Colorado in 2013. 2012-13 season, he comes in and very first game, Bruce Woodrow is still coaching the Ducks, and he like pushes the glass over between the benches, screaming at Woodrow about something, just shoves the glass over, and the whole the roof was going to lift off because of the coach.
Yeah, I think Patty Waugh wins that fight if I'm getting Woodrow and Waugh lined up on the benches.
Yeah. It's good. I mean, it's good to see that in New York, I think. I mean, I think he ended up in New York because that was really the only vacancy for the most part when he was trying to get into the league. A lot of leagues don't trust him for the way he left Colorado. But yeah, I mean, that's exactly what a team like the Islanders need, that's been a little kind of stuck in the mud since JT left them high and dry.
So Patrick Waugh got everything fired up, and now everybody's going to tune in for the rematch.
Yes,
and it will be the most.
I will.
It will be the most gentle, sportsman-like game you'll ever see.
I weirdly can't wait.
The NHL is not going to let anything happen.
Batman will be there.
Stuff.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Front row.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Folded arms.
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
Yeah.
We could break down the Bertuzzi thing over a couple of episodes. But yeah. I guess quick review, I guess, of what's going on in League Two.
Thought you were going to say Jonathan Quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Save that transition. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. A quick look around the league, I guess. Well, my boys are doing pretty good. They're doing all right. Feels a lot like 22 vibes for these guys, so I'm pretty excited about that. Some of the upstart teams have sort of shown a little bit of running out of, I don't know.
Yeah.
The a lot of the younger teams that they start out flying. Chicago's had a couple of bad games. Montreal, all of a sudden the goaltending disappeared for a bit. New Jersey now is trying to figure out what to do without Jack Hughes. And so we're seeing some of those teams kind of come back down to earth. But the big thing I noticed is like there is a lot of parity. Like some of these teams that have been bad for a couple years, for a long time, have either got draft picks that are making contributions for them or whatnot. But I would say if you're a team that's perhaps not doing so well right now, that there's a lot of room. Wouldn't take a lot of wins to get back in a good spot.
No, it's so there's some fun teams to watch in the West, and then it's a toss up in the East as to what anyone thinks is going to happen. Like it's, I find like we can run through some stuff, but Boston looks good, and then they don't, and then I think they do, and then they don't. I thought New Jersey was looking great, and now I don't know where they're going to end up. We'll see what the next month brings for them. Like we said, the Islanders, I don't know where they'll end up, but they definitely look like they have new life. You know what I mean? Carolina consistently looks like Carolina. Florida, even with injuries, is doing okay. They could be doing worse. They could be doing better, but they'll be a above 500 team, no problem. Right? Mm-hmm. Even with those injuries. The Lightning look pretty good, but I see Kucherov left last night. I didn't see the update on Kucherov though. And what, did anybody know that one?
No, I know he left, but yeah.
I might try to look that one up too. And then I will say, so the Rangers, yikes. I almost feel bad for them. Except my feelings are so wrapped up in the Leafs that, yeah.
Do you want to come back to them after, or what do you want to do? It's up to you guys.
I don't want to.
I want to know what's going on, but
I actually have no idea what's going on. Let's just do it. Let's just Do it.
Let's do it, boys.
Boys, Kucherov, undisclosed injury. Injury sustained in the second period. No detail yet on how long he'll be out. No official diagnosis publicly released. Nobody knows if it's just precautionary or multi-game. So, usually no news is good news. It usually means day to day, or they're assessing, which if they have to assess over and over again, it may be anyway.
Well, I mean, I'd like to see him healthy, because him healthy, McDavid healthy, and McKinnon healthy is a fair fight for the Hart, which appears to be.
Yep.
It might be going that way again, but yeah, boys, what's going on? There's a lot of Leafs fans listening to this. What's going on with the Leafs here? The Rangers you were talking about, Tyson. The Leafs are 1 point behind them at the moment.
So I'm not. I hate this so much. The Rangers don't have the same excuses the Leafs do for the same performance, but I'm saying excuses. I don't like making excuses. If your team's deep enough, it doesn't matter. Do you know what I mean? But there is a buttload of injuries right now to some very key personnel, not just Austin Matthews, and it is wreaking havoc, especially on defense right now.
So who's the biggest injury other than
the obvious?
Yeah.
Like,
who do you think what impact is missing the most?
See, I want to say Austin Matthews, that's obvious. John Tavares has massively stepped up in minutes and points and faceoffs. We really miss Matty Nyes. It is wild how much we miss Matty Nyes. The power, his quickness, like he's good on the puck. And then the other ones are just obvious. It's the death by 10,000 paper cuts, right? Like
I think we really miss Chris Tanev too.
I was just you took the words out of my mouth.
Yeah, we're missing. We're missing a calming kind of shot blocker back there that plays no matter what's going on. And I mean, like you said, if you have enough depth, no excuses. Even with all of our guys, since we've lost Marner, I think the depth is still in question. Depth scoring. I mean, goaltending until we had Wall come back. The D-core is not really performing. Carlo doesn't look very good. So, I mean, like the depth really isn't there right now, and I don't know where they get it.
Yeah, I don't know where they get it either.
Before some of these guys went down, like Matthews in particular, it was a carousel on the first line, was it not?
Yep.
So that was an issue even before.
Yep.
But
it's a weird. And McCabe left the game last night, which they really can't afford for Caber to be down to. Like I really don't know what they'd do. In OEL, to Habs fans, OEL would have looked chippy and almost cheap last night. But to Leafs fans, we watch him all the time. He doesn't look like that all the time. That is a frustrated guy right there.
Yeah.
That is a lot of frustration coming through because that is not how he acts all the time. That is someone who's just had it. Do you know what I mean? Like he honestly doesn't act like that all the time. And he was getting into every scrum and he was getting little hits and whacks in. And he was like, that's a frustrated guy. And who can blame him right now, I guess? You know?
Yeah, there was a couple of frustration boiling over kind of plays in that one.
Oh, there was.
So a lot of what you said, like Tavares is playing the best he's played in his career almost.
He looks awesome, eh?
Yeah. Nylander offensively is doing what he does. Robertson has picked his game up huge. Cowan looks okay when he's in there.
He's got to bury some of those, though.
Yeah.
Like he's doing these flashy things and there's no finish.
Yeah, he'll learn that.
Yeah.
And he's on the third line now, right? Ish?
He moves around.
He moves around, but he's had some great like they would be highlight reel goals if they were goals.
Yeah.
Like he makes this big, amazing move. He dances around 2 defensemen. He's in all by himself and he misses the net. Or it's off the goalie or it's gloved down or it's, you know what I mean? Like,
Tyson, do you think if this trend continues another 15 games that Craig Berube is still at the helm?
I do. But I think if he is, that means they've made a trade or are about to.
How much do we look at was it Lane Lambert was there last year, right? The assistant.
Yep.
And now Derek Lalonde is in his place.
And I like Derek Lalonde, you know what I mean? Well, I say that as I know him, but
are their systems that much different that it's messing up?
So if I may, I find now I haven't noticed it the last few. There was a stretch that was more close to the start of the season that I was really confused at how they were trying to defend, because they would rush back into their own zone, and they would stand in a box, kind of a la like Bruce Cassidy Bruins type of tight box. And they would play that like +1 kind of thing where you got a guy that goes out, pressures the puck. Then he comes back when that guy skates around and they hand off, who goes out to pressure him or whatever. But when the box was happening, it was just like they were just standing there. Mm-hmm. And I was like, but they're not doing it. They're just in the, like they were just standing there not doing anything. And I was like, it looks like they don't know what to do. Am I the only one that was like noticing like that difference kind of in how they were defending in particular?
It's not even, again, I'd almost like Tanger's opinion on this, but like, it's not even like a zone defense because they're getting set up like it would be, but then they don't move. Do you know what I mean?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like and it hasn't always been like that. Like there was another game where, they were a little more, they were moving their feet and tracking pucks and trying to read stuff and get in the way. But for the most part, it's been a lot of like deer in headlights. Like I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go here.
The biggest loss, I think, I'm reading Twitter and people are kind of alluding that the big loss with Marner was the points. I think just as big as his ability to get the puck to Matthews and to score 20 to 25 goals a year and whatever, his ability to be undersized and go get pucks and be a bit of a dog and be disruptive in the defensive zone. I think that's really underrated for them because right now they don't have a ton of those guys. Matthews is a great defender. He's got a great stick. He wins a ton of takeaways. Great in the draw. Nyes works super hard. They have a few guys up and down the lineup, but not enough. They're a very passive team, and without the extra points from Marner, doesn't spell a whole lot of success.
Right. I was curious. You mentioned Berube earlier too, and I was kind of curious because we've already had the new GM fire the previous GM's coach, which is a thing that always happens.
Yep.
Now he's got his guy. So my only thing for thinking that I don't think he gets fired this year is because he's Tree Living's guy.
Yeah.
So, but
well,
what do you do?
And there's part of this that like, if you were to fire Berube, there's a big asterisk on this. So I just brought up the injured list. Austin Matthews, lower body injury. Brandon Carlo, lower body injury. Chris Tanev, upper body injury. What we know is a concussion. Anthony Stolarz, upper body injury. And I have a theory there. I think Tanger, he was playing a little bit hurt, waiting for Wall to come back.
That's very possible.
And I think he was already hurt, and he probably aggravated it when he came out that time.
That's very possible.
Nick Waugh, upper body injury. Matthew Nyes, lower body injury. And Scott Lawton was also out, just came back last night, and now McCabe left. And we have no word on McCabe. So, like, if you start blaming Berube There is a massive asterisk on that. And even Jay, the system, like if Lalonde's system, if this isn't working out, like there's even an asterisk on that because every night you have like there's Blay and there's Quellen and there's Mermis and there's you know what I mean? Like all these guys are having to come in because they don't have enough.
How would Colorado look if McKinnon was injured and Nietzsche was injured and Makar was injured and Wedgwood was injured?
Well, that's a good segue, Gary, because I'm glad you brought that up because I was going to compare this in some way because last year I think the Avs used a record 42 different players. See, no one knows this because no one cares, but like they have played through a ton of injuries. One of them being their captain for 3 years, obviously. But like,
that's
McKinnon is probably doesn't seem like that because McKinnon doesn't get I don't want to say anything.
But careful.
Yeah. Like he's very cautious about that. And so he hasn't missed a ton of time in previous seasons. And so it probably just seems, but the big knock on the depth since the Avs won has been they have no depth. And a lot of that is because, for one, because of cap reasons, but two, like they haven't been able to get full seasons from anybody. But the difference is they have had zero coaching turnover up until last year. For like 10 years, it's been the same coaches. Jared Bednar is only John Cooper's been coaching the Lightning longer than Bednar's been in Colorado. So like, I think that like, and the way they've kind of got the Colorado Eagles aligned, they're very much they push them to play the same systems. I know it's obvious, but like, so when those guys come up from the Eagles, there's very little, like they're just getting used to NHL speed and bigger, older guys and stuff. But like they know how to fit into that. So they've been able to get into the playoffs, but they've won one round. They beat Winnipeg. They shocked Winnipeg that one, like last year, year before last. And that's it. They've won a single round since they've won a cup. So yes, they've been able to sustain the regular season game and they've been able to get in there and play pretty well. But when they've hit the playoffs, the wheels have fallen off. So I would say that because of that stability, they're able to get through stuff like that. But I think with the Leafs, they look like such a different team. They just had a huge trade. They're not sure what they're doing with their first line. Now you got all these guys going down, and I think they're just kind of like shell-shocked.
I think it's the perfect storm.
Yeah, and I think some teams do handle it better than others just with their composition. Some teams have guys that can move up and down lineups better. Nobody's taking Matthews' spot, obviously, but you need somebody to step up and take Tanev's spot, Carlo's spot, and they don't have guys to do that. Whereas some other teams do have some guys, like from the AHL or from a third pairing or an extra D-man that can come in and kind of take some pressure off. The Leafs don't
just waiting for their chance.
The Leafs don't have a whole lot of that.
Yeah, because your 7th D right now is Philip Myers, isn't it? Or Ish?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Hate to talk bad about him. He's from Moncton.
Yeah.
I used to work with a guy who was good friends with his parents, and so he would give me all the details. And
man,
stuff, so
he's got moments. But he has moments of looking good. It's the inconsistency.
He was great last year
too. Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, I'm just where are we going here? Like, if we keep kind of headed this way, I mean, like you get your stars back. There's still runway to get back in the playoffs, but it's starting to be a bit of a hole. So
I view it this way, and maybe I'm completely wrong. And like, I don't know, what I'm about to say isn't a fix. But I knew they probably need the entire month of October and half of November to get used to each other again. And they were going to have to be okay without Marner. And the problem is we're not even out of November and we have all those injuries. and including guys like Lawton who just came back, and now McKay. Like it's been constant. Like you're arguably who would have been. I know we don't have a number one goalie, but like I almost view Stoller's wall as 60-40. I don't view it as 50-50. And you know what I mean? Your 60 guy is who's out, and Matthews is out, and Nyes is out. Literally 2/3 of your starting line, and you didn't know who the other third is out. So like good luck having anyone get used to each other or a new system or get into a new. I think it's just a perfect storm of things all happened at once. Like, honestly,
and just a horrible year to have that happen too with the Olympic year. Everything is so compressed and crammed together.
And Gary, a horrible time in their schedule because this should have been the lightest part of their schedule.
Yeah, this next 2 or 3 weeks will be interesting.
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
Well, and to give you an idea, I was talking about it a bit earlier about like the parity. So in the East, the Bruins are in the first wild card spot with 26 points. They have a game in hand on the Leafs. The Leafs, as of right now, are last in the East, but they have 21 points.
Yep,
so
only
they
5
are,
points.
Yeah, they're basically 2 wins and an overtime loss away from where the Bruins are right now. So with a game in hand. So like I say, like I forget what the stat is. What's that stat that like there's a certain date in November?
Teams that teams that are in the playoff spot by like the start of December, they say, or like some point in early December, it's way up there. I don't know what the exact percentage is, but if you're in a playoff spot by that point in the season, you've got a very, very good chance of making the playoffs.
Right. And it's like that year after year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I just wonder this year if it's a little different where I don't know. I'm just looking at the standings and I'm like, really
it might
close.
Be different. It might be different in the East because the East just is a mess. Like as Leafs fans, people are getting all upset. Like what is happening to them? And then you look at the points totals and it's like, okay, so what's happening to that team and that team and that team and that?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It is.
Like,
it is. It seems wide open.
Mm-hmm.
Like
not in a good way. In a weird way, it's not like it's wide open. Every team in the East is winning. No, half them are losing consistently. That's what's happening. Like it is crazy. In Western news, just because we haven't talked about it, and we talked about it possibly happening the last time we were on, but Kempe did sign. I'm only bringing it up because was anybody else surprised that it was under 11 million?
I think when we talked about it, did we wonder if it would be a little bit under because he's a year or two older? I think that's where we came in.
We discussed his age. But then we also, you know what I mean? It was almost like Bill Guerin was willing someone to make his contract with Kirill look good, and it still hasn't happened. Like, remember we talked about, the kid from the Christmas Story with his tongue on the pole, like, hey guys.
Wait for Makar.
Oh yeah,
that's coming. That is.
He'll be the highest paid player in the league.
Yeah. I won't even. Well, that's why this year's a big one. Like, they have got McKinnon isn't getting any younger, and his deal's going to. I know the cap's going up, but I mean, and they could pay him. Like, I don't negotiate. Just go sign a check for whatever his agent tells you, and move on with your life. Just whatever it is, we'll deal with it later.
So I'm just looking up.
Just give him the checkbook.
Yeah, just give it to him. Let him write a number that's within the rules, and there you go.
So I'm just looking up the terms of the deal because some of it I'm not surprised and some of it I am. I honestly wondered if it would hit 11. So it's an 8-year deal. So it runs all the way through the 2033-34 season. 85 million works out to 10.625 million a year. For years 1 through 4, he has a full no movement clause. He can't go. for years 5 through 8, he has a no trade clause to 15 teams.
Isn't it wild how much that's a thing now? The no moves.
Well, that's what I made. That's what I was making note of. I was kind of like, okay, so you listed 15 teams that you're like, nope, not going.
I do like that deal for both sides, though. I mean, at 29, the back few years of that contract could look like a variety of things. 10 and a bit million, I think, is fair for Kempe, who's can score usually at around a point a game. I think that's a good contract for both teams. And then Kempe gets at the back half of it, still getting paid good money, has an option to kind of choose some of the spots he could end up. I think that's a win-win, one of those rare win-win contracts for both sides.
Yeah. The other thing too is Kopitar. Now he's only at 7 million, but he's I mean, he hasn't. It's funny, right? Like I was like, oh yeah, he's retiring at the end of the season. It's like he hasn't officially said it, but I keep seeing him swap jerseys with Ovechkin and Crosby and these guys.
It's coming.
So there's, because his contract's up 26, 27. And so that's $7 million off the books. So I mean, they're just kind of adding to that, this sort of slow rebuild that they've been doing, where they got a lot of these young guys coming up. So I don't think it's like, I agree with you, Andrew. Like, I think that's a good deal for both sides. They're going to have room to pay guys. They got to quickly build a team that could beat Edmonton. That's all they have to do. It's the only mission they have.
So I just tried something I have never tried before. And I asked ChatGPT to predict what it thinks Cale Makar's contract will likely look like. Are you ready, Jay? So it listed me off all these things and all these articles. It just read that it's basing this off of, from Puckpedia, Reuters, Hockey News.
Okay, hang on. Don't tell me. Are you going to tell me?
I'm going to tell you. Are you ready?
Can I guess?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I have like, I don't know, 19 million in my head, 18 million. Oh, dear.
So, ChatGPT's prediction, taking everything, I'm going to, because I'm not going to read you all this. It's just said, taking all that into account, here's what I believe is a realistic range for Makar's next deal. Term, 7 or 8 years. Their reason, the next CBA might limit maximum length to 7 years for players of his age or contract type. So doing 8 sooner could be an advantage if allowed. Analysts are already looking at 8-year deals. Average annual value, somewhere between 16 and 18 million. And the reason given, he's elite. He plays a premium position. He's a right-handed defenseman. And the contract market is rising and the salary cap is creeping up. Total value, if 8 years, probably 17 million a year. It'll be $136 million US deal. That's ChatGPT's prediction.
Good guess, Jay.
There you go.
Jay, that was a very good guess.
There you go. I mean, I've been thinking about it, I guess. I mean, but here's my thought with it, and why am I like, just give him the checkbook and sign whatever. I couldn't remember what the numbers were, but this is just the AI Google search thing. The NHL salary cap is projected to increase significantly over the next few seasons, starting with a jump to 95.5, which we know, followed by 104 and reaching 113.5 million by 27-28. Now, subject to change, of course. It would be a big subject to change. But if we're headed that way, I'm not too worried about it. You know what I mean? Like, that percentage of cap just keeps coming down.
Well, it's one of those deals where you pay a player 17 million right now with the salary cap as it is. You're like, are you crazy? And then a couple years from now, you're paying a premium player 17, but the cap's 113. It feels a lot less crazy.
Yes.
So
we lost Andrew.
He's offended. He's offended over the contract
power
predictions.
Yeah. He didn't like that. Didn't want to talk about it.
Yeah. This new CBA is bull. I'm out of here.
He's like, we never saw him again.
I'll just say I know a team who paid its stars what they deserved, thinking the salary cap was going to go up to the moon.
Now they're last in the East.
So it's a little warning there.
Well, here's the deal. Like, I get it, I do, but like, so
Touché,
McKinnon just took his. He's at 12 million, so he's already he's done. And they shipped out Rantanen. And now they're to sign Nietzsche's for $1 million less. Well, I know I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, wow, all that, and they saved $1 million. But I mean, like, they don't really have like it's a lot of older veteran guys and depth guys at this point. So I know what you mean, but like, it's not quite like, I'm not quite as worried about that. They just locked up Blackwood, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Is there any other teams you want to hit on?
Listen, I was going to leave it alone other than, my goodness, San Jose's become fun to watch. Honestly.
Yep.
I was going to leave Edmonton alone this week, but...
Yeah, that's where I thought we were going. I don't know. Yeah. I saw a stat the other day that said I think Edmonton was just still had more points than they did at this point last season.
Yeah, I saw something similar too.
So like,
I didn't look up whether or not it was true, but I did see that. I think I know what post on it.
Yeah. And they're
are they referring to when they got their coach fired?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's another team that like, I mean, they're just stuck on the coaching carousel.
Yeah,
it's like, what else are you going to do, right? But they're tied with Utah for 25 points, and Utah has a tiebreaker right now, so they're in the second wild card spot. But Edmonton is like right there. The Pacific is all screwed up because of the Ducks, who are playing good because of Leo Carlson. This guy is a stud.
Boys, they are killing it on the fan merch. Oh my gosh! They got these like with the old school goalie mask, duck bill things, and like the ducky feet. Like a feet warmer thing they came in and all this stuff, and they're having like the original Mighty Ducks into the locker room with those old school Letterman jackets and everything.
Yeah,
like whoever their social media and merch team is, they are killing it this year.
So again, I see this stuff, but they have had a really good social media presence for like the last couple of seasons. Like they get this duck that like. They hold it over a snare drum and the thing like goes like this on the snare drum, and it's like it's just the dumbest, but you keep watching it and laughing.
Snare drum, you just had to go Mike Mangini tonight, didn't you? You
had to open that door.
Tyson, you got any clips or?
No, I'm gonna have to block them. Jobbins.
I didn't think we were bringing that up.
Who thought that would come up on a hockey podcast? But here we are.
Anyways, Mike Mangini, one of the best drummers on the planet, ex-drummer of Dream Theater, had his Facebook hacked. Has been posting lewd photos for the last couple of days.
Yeah. World record holder.
Dear. Yeah.
Gosh.
But so you mentioned Pronger was on the Hockey Night in Canada panel.
Yeah.
Did you see him and Bieksa talking about Lane Hudson?
I did not see that.
I did not either.
Talking about how entertaining he is to watch and stuff. But then they went on to, when they got further into it, they were like, this is really entertaining to watch. But like when he's on the ice, he's like 110% the entire shift, long shifts, and then off and comes out, does it again. And they just kind of said, that's not a sustainable way of playing hockey over a career or over a 82 game season and 4 rounds of playoffs.
Well,
so I kind of say it's really entertaining to watch, but he's going to have to learn to pick his spots a little more than just go
all the time.
All the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel like we're seeing that in a larger scale with some of these younger teams. Like we're seeing that in general, just with the Habs.
I think that's why they fall off.
Chicago. Yeah, we're seeing it with Chicago. Kind of seeing it with New Jersey. Like
take a couple of recovery games here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't maintain that pace.
The ones I feel for is like, it's the Sabres. Like, they're like, where was our fun? It never happened. They just were terrible with all these young studs.
And on 32 Thoughts this week, they actually discussed the possibility of a trade for Tage. And Elliott's read on that was absolutely not. He is untouchable. That is a hill that Buffalo will die on. He's not moving.
Not doing that again.
Well, I mean, yeah. Right? Well, look at the list of guys they've traded and have gone on to win Stanley Cups.
Yeah, but I guess they've had calls and they're...
I wonder what Tage thought when he heard that.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
I'm committed to the city of Buffalo and the fans that boo us relentlessly. It's insane, man.
I do feel bad for them.
Man,
like,
it's hard not to.
You think your team's doing bad.
I'm a Leafs fan, and I feel bad for Buffalo.
Not only are we Leafs fans, we're Leafs fans that stuck with them even between like 2008 all the way to 2014. Do you remember those years? Yeah, no one does. They're all blacked out.
Oh, Horachuk here.
Oh man. Yeah. We just jumped from Leafs fans have jumped from 1994 just straight into like 2018. That's all we don't remember anything in between. It's all gone.
Cuz like you think of when the Sabres had that cool when they switched to the black, gray, red.
Love the black jerseys, by the way, but that's
they they still had, what did they have, like Michael Pekka and
Barnaby.
Yeah, Matthew Barnaby. Yep. And I'm gonna feel dumb later when I think of all the players who were on those teams. But then Hasek was still there when, you know.
Oh man, back in the day, Pat LaFontaine. He was fast though. Jumping.
Yeah. Rob Ray was the big guy there. But yeah, man, it's a mystery. The world's accepted that Buffalo's bad. It's so like it just feels like anybody they bring in there, they've just been that way for so long that it seems like no one person has ever been able to really motivate, because everyone's just like, oh, well, it's Buffalo. It's terrible. You know, like there's no.
Yeah.
Like it's wild.
I don't know how you get out of that.
Remember Ryan O'Reilly talking about when the Avs dealt him to Buffalo in the JT Compher, Nikita Zadorov deal. And by the time O'Reilly left the Sabres, he was like depressed. He didn't want to play anymore. He went in that interview and he was like, I lost my love of the game. And like, it's crazy, man. But yeah, wow. Anyways. So yeah, I can understand. It's hard, right? Because like,
yeah,
you know, they got the young studs. It's just
not happening.
Yeah, I don't know who they need in there.
Gavin McKenna.
I mean, we've said that for every first round pick. Imagine if they had won the Eichel McDavid. You imagine what would have happened there, eh?
Man, what a world. What a different world we'd be living in.
Revisionist history.
Yeah.
What in the world would have happened if they had got the pick for McDavid?
Matthews McDavid interdivision rivalry.
Yeah.
Yeah. True story. All right, guys.
True story.
Yeah.
This is going to be rough. You guys are going to have a hard time. We got to do this next week. You know?
I was prepared for this season, to be honest.
Were you really?
But my hope was it might be terrible this season, but there's the free agent market coming up next season.
Yes, tell us who's available.
That was my hope going into this season.
That's another episode. That is another episode.
They might screw it up this year, but they can fix it in the summer.
Yeah. Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking forward to the summer for free agents, but that list is getting shorter and shorter all the time. So
yeah, pretty slim pickings on there.
Yeah, which we wondered before if that would happen, but you know,
you're just waiting for the McDavid bridge deal to expire. That's what you're doing.
Yeah, all my hopes is in 2 to 3 years from now. Yeah. So there it is.
Our hopes for the Leafs is signing Connor McDavid.
I know you think we're bad now. You wait till 2028. You just wait. All right,
dear. All right, boys. Well, we'll see what happens this week, and we'll get you next week, hopefully.
Careful at those team dinners.
Keep your sticks on the ice.